Divorce has never been more depressing, and Marriage Story tells a story that is super depressing about divorce. So here we go. Marriage Story is a film starring Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, who are a young couple who are going through a very serious divorce. This divorce leads them through a lot of turmoil and challenges, and throughout this film you get to see that unfold. This film was directed by Noah Baumbach, and it was a film that was nominated for a lot of Academy Awards, and Laura Dern won an award for Best Supporting Actress. I recently rewatched Marriage Story. I previously watched it about a month or two ago before the Oscars came out, and I really loved this film. So upon rewatching it, I wanted to make a why it's great based on this film. When I saw the poster for Marriage Story, I thought this was going to be one of those Oscar bait films. You know, the films that are just dramatic or maybe too melodramatic just so that they can get nominated for an Academy Award for something, and it's not even that good of a film. To my surprise, when I saw this film, it was more than a good film. It was actually a pretty spectacular film, which shows the downsides of divorce and the struggles of a loving couple going through that divorce, especially when a child is involved. Adam Driver plays a stage director, while Scarlett Johansson plays an actress who used to be part of his play group. Her reasons for getting a divorce are very understandable. She wants to speak her voice, and her husband doesn't give her that attention to allow her to speak her voice, and he's more self-centered than she is. His reasons for why the marriage doesn't work is that she doesn't really find him as attractive anymore. She doesn't really like him anymore. She's having a lot of struggles being around him. This is a film where you understand where both of them are coming from in terms of this divorce, and you also don't know which one is more wrong for this divorce. It's quite a heartbreaking film because you just see them still a loving couple who used to have all this history and who used to have all this chemistry just break down more and more as this divorce goes on and on, especially when the lawyers get involved and it becomes more serious and it jeopardizes both of their lives, and the fact that their son is essentially the bridge that is making these two parents butt heads over this whole divorce. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson act their socks off in this film. I'm not surprised that they got nominated for Academy Awards. I think that if Joaquin didn't win for Joker, Adam Driver had a really good shot of winning it for this film. They were both incredible, and they both showed the pain of what it's like to go through a divorce. There's this one scene that's a pretty famous scene in this film that made me hold back tears or even shed a couple of tears because of how raw and sad it is for them, especially with their child on the line. I like the way the film is even shown in the fact that it's shot in a different aspect ratio than normal, and even the grading of the whole film, the color grading. Also, Randy Newman composed the film, and it does sound a lot like Toy Story, but it sounds like a very depressing Toy Story. I mean, you get these nice little happy tunes that are going through the background of very serious moments. The whole package of the directing, the acting, the story, the music just makes me want to ball up and cry. This film is very depressing because you see the struggles that they're both going through because of this divorce, and it just hits you. It would have been different if they could divorce on their own, go their separate ways, if they were just two people, but because there's a child on the line, it really damages both of them. What I love about this movie is as the story progresses, you see all the things that these guys used to do as a married couple slowly drift away. So that's how it gets even more depressing. For example, in the beginning, you see, Adam Driver's character get a haircut by Scarlett Johansson's character, but towards the middle, you're seeing him get a haircut on his own, and you seeing the contrast between them being married and them not being married is really heartbreaking. Overall, I love this movie. It has a lot of heart and it has a lot of character, and it's really deep and depressing, and you really feel for these characters. I love the music, I love the way it's shot, I love all these little hints and that they put in the film, I feel like this is one of those movies that deserves to be Academy Award nominated. Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson kill it in this film, and I'm really grateful that I watched this movie. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. I feel like it fully deserves it, and I just hope that I don't get a divorce after this movie. Marriage Story, that was my thoughts and impressions and why I think it's great. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment section. I'm open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, stay safe, and I hope you have a great day. All right, peace.